As we get older, our bones naturally become thinner and weaker. That's why osteoporosis, often called the silent disease, is so common after 60. In fact, nearly half of older women and 1 in 4 men will experience a fracture caused by it. A simple fall, or even bending over, can sometimes lead to a broken bone. Most people believe the solution is just drinking more milk. But here's the surprising truth. Calcium is hiding in many everyday foods you might already enjoy, and some are even better absorbed than milk. The problem is, very few people know what these foods are, and that's why so many seniors miss out on simple protection for their bones. The good news is, protecting your bones doesn't have to be complicated. By adding the right foods to your plate, you can strengthen your skeleton naturally, without expensive supplements or strict diets. In this video, we'll uncover 7 powerful, calcium-rich foods that help prevent osteoporosis, and I'll show you easy ways to include them in your daily meals. Stay with me until the end, because I'll also share a simple one-day meal plan that combines all 7 foods into a bone-strengthening routine you can start tomorrow. When most people hear the word calcium, they immediately think of milk. But here's a secret. Some of the best calcium for your bones actually comes from the garden, not the fridge. Leafy green vegetables like kale, collard greens, and bok choy are excellent, natural sources of calcium without the stomach upset that dairy can sometimes cause. One reason these vegetables are so powerful is their absorption rate. Spinach, for example, is famous for being high in calcium, but it also contains oxalates, which block much of that calcium from entering your bones. Kale, collards, and bok choy, on the other hand, are much easier for your body to use. In fact, studies show the calcium from these greens can be absorbed even better than the calcium in milk. Just 1 cup of cooked collard greens delivers around 250 milligrams of calcium, which is about a quarter of your daily needs. Kale and bok choy offer similar amounts, and they come with bonus nutrients like vitamin K and magnesium. Both of these are essential for bone strength because they help calcium attach securely to your bone structure, making your skeleton more resilient. The best part is how simple it is to add these foods to your meals. You don't need to change your diet completely, just small swaps. Instead of plain lettuce in your salad, try kale leaves, massaged with olive oil and lemon. Add bok choy to a quick stir-fry with garlic and a splash of soy sauce. Or simmer collard greens gently until tender and serve them as a side dish with your favorite protein. These easy changes not only give your bones the calcium they need, but also add flavor, fiber, and variety to your meals. Nutritionists often highlight leafy greens as a top choice for seniors, because they work double duty. They strengthen your bones while also supporting heart health and digestion. That means one simple habit, adding a serving of greens to your daily plate, can protect multiple aspects of your health at once. So here's a simple step you can take today. Aim for at least 1 serving of leafy greens every day. It could be a warm bowl of collards, a refreshing kale salad, or a quick bok choy soup. Over time, these small, delicious choices will add up, giving your bones steady protection against osteoporosis while keeping your meals fresh and enjoyable. When it comes to calcium, dairy foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese are still some of the richest and most reliable sources. They've been part of bone health advice for decades, and for good reason. A single cup of milk provides around 300 milligrams of calcium, which is nearly 1/3 of the daily requirement for most older adults. Yogurt and cheese offer similar amounts, often in smaller portions, making them convenient and versatile. But here's something many people over 60 don't realize. You don't have to rely only on cow's milk. Many seniors find dairy difficult to digest because of lactose intolerance. The good news is that there are now plenty of alternatives that are fortified with calcium and work just as well. Almond milk, soy milk, and oat milk often have added calcium and vitamin D, bringing their nutrient levels close to or even higher than regular milk. That means you can still get the bone protection without the discomfort. Another overlooked option is lactose-free dairy. These products are made from real cow's milk, but with the lactose removed, making them gentle on the stomach while keeping all the natural calcium intact. This can be a game changer for seniors who miss the taste of milk or yogurt but have given them up because of bloating or cramps. What makes dairy especially valuable is that it doesn't just provide calcium. It often comes packaged with protein and vitamin D, two nutrients that work hand in hand with calcium to build and maintain strong bones. This natural combination is part of why dairy continues to be a top recommendation from health professionals. Incorporating dairy or alternatives into your day is surprisingly easy. Start your morning with a bowl of yogurt topped with fruit and seeds. Enjoy a slice of cheese with whole grain crackers for a mid-afternoon snack, or pour a glass of fortified almond milk alongside dinner. These simple habits don't require complicated recipes or extra effort. They're quick, tasty, and bone-friendly. So whether you prefer traditional dairy, lactose-free versions, or plant-based alternatives, the key is consistency. Aim to include at least one calcium-rich serving in your day. By doing so, you'll give your bones steady protection and flexibility, while enjoying foods that feel familiar and comforting. When we think of fish, most of us picture a healthy source of protein or heart-friendly omega-3 fats. But certain fish also deliver one of the best-kept secrets for bone strength: edible bones that are packed with calcium. Canned salmon and sardines are the champions here. Unlike fillets where the bones are removed, these fish are usually processed with their tiny bones left inside. Once cooked and canned, the bones soften so much that you can chew and swallow them easily. And that's where the magic lies, because those soft, edible bones are loaded with calcium. Just 3 ounces of canned sardines provide over 300 milligrams of calcium, roughly the same as a glass of milk. Canned salmon isn't far behind, offering around 200 milligrams per serving. But the benefits don't stop at calcium. These fish also provide vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium more effectively, and omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in your joints. This combination makes sardines and canned salmon a true superfood for seniors, supporting both bone and overall health. You might be wondering how to enjoy them if you're not used to eating fish with bones. The good news is, the bones are so soft you won't even notice them in most dishes. Mash sardines with a little lemon and olive oil, then spread them on whole grain toast for a quick snack. Mix canned salmon into a salad with fresh greens and olive oil, or make salmon patties that are crispy on the outside and tender inside. These meals are easy to prepare, inexpensive, and delicious. Another advantage is convenience. Canned fish lasts a long time in your pantry, making it a reliable option for busy days when cooking feels like too much. And because it's shelf-stable, you can always have the bone-strengthening meal on hand without needing fresh ingredients. So here's a simple action step. Add canned salmon or sardines to your grocery list this week. Aim for at least 1 serving every week, and you'll be giving your bones a steady supply of calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3s all in one simple food. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, this is the perfect moment to pause and connect. Here at Senior Wellness, we're building a community of people who want to stay strong, healthy, and independent as the years go by. So let me ask you, which of the foods we've talked about so far, leafy greens, dairy, or fish with edible bones, do you enjoy the most? Or is there one you're planning to try this week? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback not only inspires others, but it also helps shape the topics we cover in future videos. And if you haven't already, take a second to tap the like button and subscribe. That way, you'll never miss the next simple, science-backed guide to healthy aging. Together, we can make the journey to stronger bones easier and more enjoyable. When you think of strong bones, you probably don't think of snacks, but some of the best bone-strengthening foods can be found in a small handful of nuts and seeds. They may look tiny, but they're loaded with calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats that work together to support bone health. Take almonds, for example. Just 1 ounce, about a small handful, gives you around 75 milligrams of calcium, along with protein and vitamin E. Sesame seeds are another powerhouse. 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds contain roughly 175 milligrams of calcium, making them one of the most concentrated plant-based sources available. And chia seeds, when soaked in water or added to yogurt, not only provide calcium but also omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation in your joints. The beauty of nuts and seeds is how versatile they are. You don't need to prepare complicated meals. Just sprinkle sesame seeds over a stir-fry, blend almonds into a smoothie, or add chia seeds to your morning oatmeal. These small additions take only seconds but deliver lasting benefits for your bones. Another advantage is that nuts and seeds are portable. You can carry a small bag of almonds or walnuts in your pocket or purse for a quick snack on the go. This makes them one of the easiest ways to sneak extra calcium into your day without changing your routine. For seniors who may not always have a strong appetite, nuts and seeds are especially helpful. They're calorie-dense, meaning a small amount provides plenty of energy and nutrients. That's important if you sometimes struggle to eat large meals but still want to nourish your bones. Here's a simple action step. Aim for 1 to 2 servings of nuts or seeds each day. A serving could be a small handful of almonds, a tablespoon of chia seeds in yogurt, or sesame sprinkled over vegetables. These little choices add up, giving your body a steady supply of bone-friendly nutrients in the easiest, tastiest way possible. When it comes to bone health, beans and lentils often fly under the radar. Most people think of them as a source of protein or fiber, but they're also a surprisingly good source of calcium, magnesium, and other minerals that keep bones strong. For example, 1 cup of cooked white beans provides nearly 160 milligrams of calcium. Chickpeas and lentils also contribute smaller but meaningful amounts, along with plenty of magnesium, potassium, and plant protein. These nutrients don't just strengthen bones. They also help balance blood pressure and support overall energy levels, making beans a smart choice for seniors. Another advantage is affordability. Beans and lentils are among the most budget-friendly foods you can buy, and they have a long shelf life. Whether you use canned beans for convenience or dried beans for cooking in bulk, you'll always have a reliable, bone-friendly option on hand. Cooking with beans and lentils is simpler than you might think. Add chickpeas to a salad, tear lentils into a hearty soup, or serve white beans as a side dish seasoned with olive oil and herbs. These meals are not only rich in calcium, but also satisfying and easy to digest. Here's a small step you can take. Include beans or lentils in at least 3 meals each week. By making them part of your routine, you'll be giving your bones and your whole body a steady supply of plant-based nutrition that supports long-term strength and independence. Sometimes, even with the best diet, it's hard to get enough calcium each day. That's where fortified foods can make a big difference. Fortified simply means that calcium and other nutrients have been added to foods you already enjoy, making it easier to meet your daily needs without extra effort. Common fortified options include plant-based milks like almond, soy, or oat milk, as well as certain brands of orange juice and breakfast cereals. For example, 1 cup of fortified almond milk often provides around 300 milligrams of calcium, about the same as a glass of cow's milk. A serving of fortified orange juice can add another 200 milligrams. When used wisely, these foods can quickly close the gap between what you get from whole foods and what your body truly needs. The great thing about fortified foods is their flexibility. If you already enjoy cereal in the morning, choosing a fortified brand instantly boosts your calcium intake. Pouring fortified soy milk into your coffee or smoothie gives your bones and teeth extra advantage without changing your routine. Even seniors who struggle with appetite can benefit, because these foods deliver nutrients in small, easy-to-consume servings. One important reminder: not all brands are fortified equally, so it's worth checking the nutrition label. Look for products that contain both calcium and vitamin D, since vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium more effectively. A simple step you can take today is to swap just one of your regular items, like milk, juice, or cereal for a fortified version. Over time, this small change can add hundreds of milligrams of calcium to your diet every day, helping to protect your bones without any extra hassle. When it comes to fruit, most people think of vitamins and fiber, not calcium, but a few fruits stand out as quiet heroes for bone health: figs and oranges. Dried figs are one of the best natural fruit sources of calcium. Just 5 medium figs provide about 90 milligrams of calcium, along with fiber and antioxidants. That may not sound like much compared to dairy, but when eaten regularly, figs add up quickly and make a tasty, natural snack that supports bone strength. They also help with digestion, which is an added benefit for many seniors. Oranges bring a different kind of support. While they contain a modest amount of calcium, they shine because of their vitamin C content. Vitamin C is crucial for collagen production, the protein framework inside your bones that holds calcium in place. Without strong collagen, even high calcium intake won't fully protect your bones. That's why oranges, and even fortified orange juice, are considered bone-friendly foods. Adding figs and oranges to your day is simple. Snack on dried figs instead of cookies. Slice fresh figs onto a salad, or enjoy a glass of orange juice with breakfast. A fresh orange in the afternoon not only gives you a boost of vitamin C, but also helps your body absorb more calcium from the other foods you eat. Here's a quick tip. Aim for 1 serving of fruit with every meal. By including figs, oranges, or other vitamin C-rich fruits, you'll strengthen your bones in 2 ways: by adding calcium and by making sure your body can actually use it effectively. Now that we've explored 7 powerful calcium-rich foods, the big question is, how do you bring them together into a simple daily routine? The answer is easier than you might think. By planning small swaps and combinations, you can meet your calcium needs naturally without relying on pills or complicated diets. Here's an example of a 1-day bone-strengthening meal plan. Breakfast: a bowl of fortified cereal with almond milk, topped with chia seeds and a sliced orange. That alone gives you a strong start with calcium, vitamin C, and omega-3s. Lunch: a kale salad with chickpeas, sesame seeds sprinkled on top, and a side of yogurt. This adds more calcium, plant protein, and vitamin K to help calcium bind to your bones. Snack: a handful of almonds or a few dried figs for a tasty, portable boost. Dinner: grilled chicken or fish alongside steamed bok choy or collard greens, plus a salmon patty or sardines on whole grain toast. This combination rounds out the day with calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium. The beauty of this plan is flexibility. You don't need to follow it perfectly. Even choosing 3 or 4 of these foods each day can bring you close to your daily calcium goal of 200 milligrams. For adults over 60, pairing them with protein and vitamin D, whether from fish, sunlight, or fortified foods, makes the effect even stronger. So instead of focusing on one superfood, think of your diet as a stack of solutions. Each choice adds another layer of protection for your bones. Over time, these small, consistent habits become a powerful shield against osteoporosis. Before we wrap up, let's clear up a few common myths about calcium and bone health. Myth 1. Milk is the only real source of calcium. This is one of the biggest misconceptions. While milk is rich in calcium, it's far from the only option. Leafy greens, beans, nuts, seeds, and even certain fruits all provide calcium too. For many people who don't tolerate dairy well, these alternatives are actually better absorbed. Myth 2. Calcium supplements are always better than food. Supplements can be helpful in some cases, especially if your doctor recommends them, but relying only on pills can sometimes cause problems, such as kidney stones or constipation. If taken in excess, whole foods give you not just calcium, but also magnesium, vitamin K, protein, and fiber, all of which work together for stronger bones. Myth 3. If I already have osteoporosis, it's too late to improve my bones. It's never too late to make a difference. While you may not fully rebuild lost bone, eating calcium-rich foods, staying active, and getting enough vitamin D can slow down bone loss and reduce the risk of fractures. Even small lifestyle changes can improve strength, balance, and independence. The truth is simple. Protecting your bones doesn't depend on one food, one supplement, or one habit. It's the combination of smart choices, day after day, that makes the biggest difference. We've covered a lot today, so let's take a quick moment to recap. Strong bones after 60 don't come from one single food. They come from a variety of natural, calcium-rich choices. Here are the 7 foods we explored. Leafy greens like kale, collards, and bok choy. Dairy, and superfoods. Fortified alternatives such as milk, yogurt, soy milk, and almond milk. Fish with edible bones like sardines and canned salmon. Nuts and seeds including almonds, sesame, and chia. Beans and lentils for calcium, protein, and magnesium. Fortified foods like cereal, plant-based milk, and orange juice. Fruits such as figs and oranges that add both calcium and vitamin C together. These foods create a natural toolkit for protecting your bones. By adding even a few of them into your meals each day, you'll move closer to the recommended 200 milligrams of calcium daily without relying heavily on supplements. The key is consistency. A little bit each day builds a strong foundation for the future. Remember, your bones are living tissue. They respond to care and nourishment at any age. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 foods do you already enjoy? And which one are you excited to try first? Share your thoughts in the comments below. You might inspire someone else to take the same step. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or family member who could benefit from stronger bones. Together, we can make healthy aging simpler and more empowering.